BC, when I asked you to explain what evolution was, this isn't quite what I had in mind.
Stay nerdy and get your geek on.
Hey guys, what's up? BC coming back at you guys with another Transformers video review, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Power of the Primes Leader Class Rodimus Prime. Now, this one has kind of had the fan base in a bit of a controversy as far as how this turned out. I'm going to say this right now. I do like this. I really, really do. But he's not my favorite figure from Power of the Primes. I'm gonna put that. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. I'm getting it out of the way right now. I like him, but he's not my favorite. With that said, let's talk about the actual toy itself. The toy itself, it's kind of like a stroke of engineering genius, where it's doing a gimmick that I never thought they'd actually do. That being the evolution gimmick, where you get a hot rod that combines with a trailer to form Rodimus Prime. Effectively, they pulled a fans They pulled a if Josh could talk. They pulled a fans project here. And with that said, I kind of hope that we get a Star Saber out of this line, as well as the possibility of a more G1 accurate transformation to Ultra Magnus, because I would love to see an albino Prime clip into a trailer armor to make Ultra Magnus. That would be really cool. But just yeah, as you can see, he rolls just fine, and just overall, he rocks the Space Winnebago mode. I love this, and this is pretty much the extent of the gushing, because the rest of the vehicle modes are where this toy kills it. The rest, I have nagging issues with. But, we'll get into that. So, before we do though, let's pull the guns off and get a look at said guns. You can clearly tell that these are meant to be the Hot Rod pistols, and they are going to combine to form the Photon Eliminator, which is pretty cool. I dig that an old Combiner Wars gun weapon gimmick has made it into the leader class figures. I like that. Setting those off to the side real quick. Get out of the camera shot, please. And getting a look at the actual figure itself. How it transforms, like I said, a bit of a stroke of genius. But at the same time, doesn't quite lock together, because as you can see, if you come underneath here, that's how it attaches. He attaches with all these little clips, and clearly enough, I've gotten him to attach using all of the clips. I've gotten him to do it, but for the sheer sake of video, when I was trying to put it all together, it was fighting me more than it should have, so I just gave up. So anyways, you unlatch these pipes, and you slide them up like this. If they didn't already come untabbed on you before, go ahead and untab these pipes from this piece, which is going to allow this piece to swing around and tab in back here. With that done, this whole section right here attaches here and here. You're going to remove it from the top and then pull it out from the back. And that's what gets the rest of the trailer out. And from here, you pretty much just take these pieces and fold them back like this. Tab it together. And there you go. There is the Hot Rod vehicle mode. And I'm not going to show this off with the Titans of Turn version entirely because of the fact of, well, I don't have my Titans of Turn version handy right now. I didn't sell it. In case you didn't see the other rant video, I didn't sell him. I just, where I have the review set up doesn't quite allow me to get access to my Titans of Turn stuff. So, we're just gonna have to work with this. So with that said, here he is in his really G1 accurate vehicle mode. I love this. The vehicle, once again, the vehicle mode is where this toy kills it. I love the vehicle modes. The robot modes are where these toys start to fall. It's where this specific toy starts to fall apart. And we're going to do that by moving those back to where they were originally. Coming back here and kind of untabbing it by twisting it at an angle. This is what's going to be the legs. Then you take this piece and you swing it around like this. And then tab it on up here. That's what locks this whole upper body section into place. Come underneath and come to the bottom, and you can pretty much already see where my issues are gonna start drawing from. You're gonna take these pieces and you're going to bring them out and down like that. You're gonna unclip. You're gonna unclip his elbows. It's usually not that much of a pain in the neck. I don't know why he's choosing... Oh, wait, that's right. I got a camera going. Anyways, moving on. We're going to open this piece. And we're going to flip his foot out. Open this piece. Flip his foot out. Oh, and by the way, my opinion on the stickers. They suck. I don't want them. Get them out of here. Anyways, crack this piece open. And then this piece actually lifts up, spins around, collapses back in, and then flips back up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Hot Rod. And you can already tell by the way I sighed in frustration that this Hot Rod kinda sucks. And like, okay, everything here I like. I like the fact that he's got a G1 accurate chest, a G1 accurate head, G1 accurate legs on how it all comes together. It's the arms that I have an issue with. Look at how spindly those arms look. That is egregious and appalling, and I cannot see a reason why his arms look the way they do. This is just atrocious. Now, of course, there is a way to have this flip up where you actually slide this off and then tab it on, but I'm not doing that because, quite frankly, I don't mind the fact that there's a blue shine right there. I actually really don't mind it at all. He's got really, like, his head has some really nice details in it. Like, you can clearly tell he's got the little blue details right there in his eyes. It looks really good. I apologize for the fact that the dog is barking. But, you know, he's a little multi-poo. He doesn't know how to shut up. So, yeah. There he is. And, you know, here's the pistols. And, you know, in goes the pistols. There's the and you know, there you go. There he is with the pistols. It helps to have him hold his weapons, but at the same time, I can't get over this. I cannot get over the spindly arms. The spindly arms are what really ruins the robot mode for me. At least as far as the smaller robot goes. Where I do feel he gets a pass for me is when we go into the Rodimus mode. And to go into the Rodimus mode, we're going to effectively start taking him back to vehicle mode, but then kind of stop halfway. So we're going to start popping all this apart, swing this back around, flip it up, tab this together, but then fold his arms down like this. And I guess maybe this is one of the reasons why they had to compromise and make his chest to make these pieces just a bit smaller. But the more I try to defend this thing, the more annoyed I get with it. Anyways, you fold this back around and then leave it like this. Because then we're going to come to the bottom, we're going to fold this out like this, rotate this around, fold his feet back up, and then bend this up. That's going to be the Rodimus shoulder. So again, we bring this up, rotate this around, crack this open, crack this open. Why won't it open? There we go. Fold this down, bring this up, and there is the beginnings of what's the Rodimus mode. So we're going to leave that off to the side. Now we're going to get into the trailer. And this is where I feel they took a lot of influence from the Fans Project Protector Armor, where basically this whole front piece comes off. This is what's going to be the arms. But the rest of this actually does form the rest of the robot. Which, honestly, I feel like if Fans Project would have done it this way, that I honestly would probably love that thing even more. And I would compare it, but I'm not going to, because my show, do what I want. Anyways, I talked over that. You're basically going to unclip that, bring it down, flip out the heels, and then you're going to split this open, and then you're going to flip it up and around like this, swing this piece around like that, bring his legs down, and untab this, flip his crotch plate down, fold this down, and tab this together back here. And you can clearly see inside that he has a matrix in him. I'll get further into detail with that when I go to do the Prime Masters. And whenever the hell I get around to doing any of the Voyagers, aka Starscream. You're going to flip this panel back like this. And that's what's going to form the rest of the arms. So we're going to take these new arm pieces and we're going to attach them to the shoulders now. And let me tell you, on mine, these shoulders are a pain in the neck to get attached. And I'm pretty sure if I just shave down some of the plastic, it'd alleviate the issue, but I don't want to run the risk. So yeah, there you go. Now, how this attaches to this. There is a clip right here, and there is a channel right in here that this will all kind of seat itself, and then when you've got it all lined up, you just give it a nice good push, and it all very solidly, might I add, latch into place. So once you do that, kind of bringing this up a little bit, you're going to untab this front piece, and it's going to swing around, tabbing down here, and you know, you kind of got to get in here and make sure that, because there are little gaps that the arms fill in to kind of make sure that they stay in one place. And there you go. There is Power of the Prime's Leader Class Rodimus Prime in his Rodimus mode. And I like this mode way more than I like the smaller robot. The smaller robot is disappointing. I'll leave it at that. But this larger one is a much better looking robot. But again, he's not perfect. I still have my nagging issues with him. One of my nagging issues is this. I don't understand why this had to be a compromise. That is just... I'm not even going to go further into that, because that ultimate, you know, again, once again, from the smaller robot, other than the arms, I like the rest. It's the arms, once again, like, granted, the arms are more in proportionate to the body here, but it's the way that they are attached and the way that they move that just rubs me the wrong way. Now, I realize I've been throwing a lot of hate at this figure. I actually do really, really like Rodimus Prime. I really do. But then when you compare this to his wave mate, the Optimus Prime, whenever I do get around to doing that video, you are going to see how superior the Optimus is. In every sense of the word, you will see how much better of a toy that Optimus is. So let's see if I could get my lighting adjusted so you can see him better. Alright, I'm liking that a little better. So yeah, in conclusion, I like him. You know, he's got a swivel at the head, which the smaller robot has that too. Again, these stupid shoulder joints. Forward and back, weird up and down. Bicep swivel, elbow joint, which gets a little past 90 degrees. Due to the way due to the way both figures transform, they do not have a waist joint, and I am completely okay with this. He's got a thigh swivel, ratcheted hips that go forward and back, regular hinges that go in and out. He's got a decent knee bend, and he's got an ankle tilt as well as a front to back ankle movement. I think this is actually a rocker and this is a tilt. I don't know. Fact is, tilt, all sorts of tilt in his ankles. Allows you to get some pretty decent poses with him so long as you can actually work with those damn shoulders. And that's basically it. I really don't have much else to really say about this toy. I mean, if we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty details, you know, yeah, this chest seems a bit too boxy. Yeah, the legs seem a bit too bulbous. Yeah, the spoiler on the back seems a bit too small. These are all literally the small little nagging details I could rag on this about. But I'm not going to, because honestly the one big offender, once again, that. So there you go. That's Rodimus Prime for you. Now, I'm not going to do any size comparisons, at least not yet. I'm probably going to revisit a lot of these figures with size comparisons later on as more figures come out. Because at that point, I'm pretty sure I'll have a different way of how I do this, because I do kind of have plans as to how I'm going to change up my review station. But with that said, you know, there you go. There's my review on Power of the Primes Rodimus. You know, again, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't want to rag on him, but he just, those shoulders, they suck. Hot Rod, due to his arms, he kind of sucks. But honestly, if you're gonna get this figure, marvel his vehicle modes for a bit before you decide to put him back up into the big robot. Because, again, the big robot is where a lot of issues tend to lie. I promise I will stop talking now and I will let you guys have the rest of your day to yourselves. All that said, this is BC saying stay nerdy, you get your geek on. I will catch you guys next time. Bye.